Wait a minute. You made a prank call to Fidel Castro and Hugo Chavez?
Correct.
Hugo Chavez I knew. What do you mean prank call? What'd you do? It was
So,
on the air?
It was on the air. When I left police work in the early 2000s, I had a segment that was called Fidel Te Llama. So it was Fidel Castro's voice, but in little snippets. And I used to take those snippets, and then call people in Cuba and convince them that we had the dictator on the line. And it was just hysterical to hear people's responses. And we then took those snippets and we called El Palacio Miraflores in Caracas, Venezuela, and pranked Hugo Chavez. From the recording of Hugo Chavez, we took those snippets and then returned the phone call to Fidel Castro.
You got right through?
Right through. Well, it was more complicated to get through to Chavez. It was easier, actually, to get through Fidel. When I tell Hugo Chavez that it was a prank call, he just stayed quiet, said nothing. The next day, I forgot what the title was, like something to do with their communications guy or whatever his title was. They came out and they said and acknowledged that that they had been pranked by a radio station in Miami, and they were investigating to see if any crimes had been committed or whatnot. And then 6 months to the day, almost after a lot of people insisting that we call, even though I thought it was going to be impossible because they were buddies and they'd be communicating and stuff, we got Fidel Castro on the line. And when I told Fidel it was a prank, he let me have it. He just went off and said
What did you ask him about before you told him it was a prank?
Well, I think for a moment there, I think it's channeled, right, by my grandparents and my parents and the Cuban tragedy, so much separation and devastation and so many people that have died trying to
So you wanted to be mad at him?
I let him have it. I told him that he was an assassin, and he told me a bunch of other stuff and said nice things about my mother.
Jeez.
Amongst other things.
Wow, I would have gone the other way, faked him out a little, and then done that.
Well, that's what we did. We faked him, got him on, and then I let him have it at the end. Now that I replay it and I listen to the call, I said, wow, maybe I could have used that opportunity to have a more serious conversation with him.
You know what his dying words were?
No.
Get Enrique Santos.
No, please don't say that.
Watch new episodes of Larry King Now Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on demand on Aura TV and Hulu.